Hello and good day. We're actually going to do a face-off today. I ain't done a face-off for ages. I've just been doing sort of edge testing, as I know, but as we know, so right, we're going to be shaving again with the BK2 Kent. I've actually come to like this brush more now that I've kind of got used to it, and it's a brush that sort of blooms out sort of straight away. Whether that means anything, I ain't got a clue. Crabtree in Everland, we're going to have another go at today, see how it performs. Hope you've all been well. Ooh, I'm actually a bit nippy, it's gone a bit cold today. So today, I've got this beaut. It is a CV Heljestrand MK.32, and this is probably the best MK2 I've ever had. I certainly didn't get it cheap, but it's a beauty, and it is truly full size. The only thing I've done to get this shave in is basically a full-on J-Nat touch-up. So I've been getting to grips with my soft J-Nat that I bought, like that kind of light coloured one. Yeah, I've been getting to grips with it a little bit more, trying to understand it and everything, and it really has been quite a fierce learning curve, I must say, like, because well, it was advertised as a finishing stone. Whether it truly is, I'm not still sure, because some razors it's not really, well, still maybe getting them finished. But the other new J-Nat I got, like the light coloured one, but sort of almost got like a grey blue tint to it, is just proper good. Like it's spot on, that J-Nat, and it really does improve my edges. So, and the other razor we're going to shave with today is this Mr. George Wostenholm, and it's a Peerless. I've had this for a while, just sitting in my drawer, and I thought, bloody hell, I didn't even shave with it yet. And I really enjoy my George Wostenholms. Like I said, it's a Peerless. It's pretty much got its gold etching and everything. It's a nice little razor from one of the best Sheffield makers there ever was. Yeah, the MK.32's really had, well, no use, hardly. You can tell, like, there's no signs of any wear on it. The edge looked like it's almost, well, it weren't factory edge. Excuse me. It weren't factory edge, but it weren't far off it, and there's just no home wear on it. And it's one of the biggest ones we've ever had. So I'm excited to shave with it. Like I said, I just touched it up on my soft J-Nat, and then we've gone to work on my still newer J-Nat. And I actually know the heritage of that one, but I don't try and say where it's from because it'd just be offensive. But we just called it my grey one, and it was advertised at like a level 4.5, and I'd say that's about bob on, if maybe a little bit less. Like, you could say it's heading more towards 5, but it's a very subjective thing, isn't it, the hardness of stones and stuff. So I just stick with what it was advertised at. It's the one that I actually found it on the website that the gentleman before me bought it from. So it's the first J-Nat I've had that I can actually trace its real heritage from, with names and everything. Not that I can pronounce them, but they're there. Right, I've just had a shower, but my face has got a bit dry. Yeah, I've been getting to grips with this brush. At first I thought it was like really soft, so I was a bit like, because I do prefer maybe a slightly stiffer brush. But yeah, like I said, I've been getting to grips with it, and I've been getting some really good lavers with it. So I do always say it takes me, I don't know, 4 or 5 shaves before I start understanding the brush. And that's synthetics as well. Like, and because I've got a synthetic and now I've got 2 badges, if I swap between them, it can throw me off a little bit as well. But see what I mean? Gets it going good, doesn't it? That's a hard puck as well, so it's not you know, the hard pucks and that, they're not like getting the softer shaving soaps, they take a little bit more effort. I don't know what day we're on. It's got to be 5. Well, it's more than 5. I think it might be 6. Just been kind of waiting for the girls to get out, really. Especially wanted to shave this Peerless. And because I've got this MK.32 in, give it its maiden voyage with me. Right, let's give this bad boy a whirl. I was tempted to take the scales off of this and take the scales off my kind of keeper and swap it, but wowzers. I guess you can hear that. Anybody that likes a bit of noise certainly is it. There's some razors that were made back in the day, and I tell you, the MK.32s, and I've got an MK.33, but it's a bit null and void because you can't get them for love nor money. But the MK.32s, man, you get one shaving good, and I've never had a bad one. They are just the best, man. That's super tight, look. It's nothing. It's like, wow. It's even got my little troubled area bob on. I almost don't want to stop shaving with that, but we give this little Peerless a whirl. It's got a bit of fierce competition, I must say. So it might have to shave a bit sort of Peerless to contend with that. But it should nearly. It's been honed a long time, this has. Right, well, it's not quite as good as the MK2, but I tell you what, that's stood its ground mighty fine, it has. It's a great shaver. It's made similar kind of sound, less of a lower tone, I'd say, pitch, but it kind of stands up to its name a bit. But you'd always struggle to beat that MK2. Yeah, for a single passer, they're both good shavers. That Peerless has left a tiny bit just there, but that's probably me more than a razor. But they both of them have got my trouble area really good. The MK.32 just felt like I weren't shaving, if you know what I mean. Meaning you really couldn't feel nothing. Whereas the Peerless, I could feel it a tiny bit, and that means it's no way tugging. There you go, you could hear it, couldn't you, when it got it then? Lovely jubbling. Well, they're both good shavers. The winner is the MK.32. But like I say, if you get a good edge on MK.32s, they basically beat any razor you've ever had. It's just a combination of Swedish steel and some of the thinnest grinds you've ever had. It's like, you probably won't be able to catch this on camera too well, but it's just the thinnest of grinds. Yeah, it's not going to do it justice, man. It's hard to capture it. And I'll tell you a little tip with the MK30s, like the thumb notch versions, how you can tell like one of the wear points, and it's this little nook, and I think they called it a notch, and this one is really spiky, so you can tell that it's never really had its stabiliser or anything played with, because if you're realigning stuff, it's really impossible, well, not impossible, you could do stuff, but it's really hard not to grind that at any point. So it's always like a good sort of tell that the razor's in very kind of tip-top condition. I've had some of them in the past where it's been ground right down. Lovely. Right, well, there's no need for another pass. We can very much get out of here and get on with our days. Let's use the soap as a bit of moisturising. I can actually smell the hair ever so slightly now. It's got less soap in it. It's not horrible in any way. Bit of an exfoliate. Right. Toodaloo, lads. Have a good day. See ya.